And we're live. Hey YouTube, what up? What up? What up, YouTube?
Hi guys, we're back.
We're back with another review. Sisters, sisters. This is episode 19, season 3, wild card. Now listen, I was having technical difficulties last night, so Jasmine is going to tell y'all about the first part, and then I'm going to jump back in.
Okay, so the first part of the episode picks on up where we left off last week with Gary and Andy arguing about these panties that she never took off in the first place, but hey, this Tyler Perry, so who cares? Um, and Gary's like, "Are you seeing somebody? You are seeing someone. You are." And she was being honest about what she was doing, okay? She was not for the play. She was like, I was at a hotel with a man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Gary calls this mystery woman on the phone, like, what's up, boo? Did you get the flowers I sent you, girl? I think it's that crooked therapist, but that's just me. And he like, I'm going to the gym. And he like, yeah, I'm gonna stay there all night. And Andy was like, well, you can just stay forever. Petty, I know. So she goes to Mr. Robin Hotel in the next scene, and he got some Egyptian looking broad in his bed, and you can see her when he opens the door. He answers the door with no shirt, so obviously he been doing things, honey. So she's like, "Oh, you have company? I didn't know you was having company. I'll just come back later." And he's like, "Oh no, 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 you can come in." He's like, "You want to join us, girl?" When he said, "Do you want to join us?" I almost fell out of my bed. Anyway, so she goes into the hotel room and she sit down and he like just have a drink and decide whether you want to watch or you want to join in, whatever, whatever. So she's sitting down and she watching him on the bed with the girl, yada yada doo doo. So she's drinking her little drink, and you know what these Tyler Perry shows, it don't really be
What
nothing
up?
in that
How
cup
you
for
doing?
real.
Excellent.
But she she drinking her little drink or whatever. So he gets
I'm
out the
excellent
bed
because I'm 90%
and
healed.
and he and he's leading Andy over to the bed or
Yes,
whatever.
yes, sir.
And she looked uncomfortable at first as they were trying to take her clothes off. Andy looked uncomfortable than a mug. She was looking like, wait a minute, am I supposed to be here, girl? That's how she was looking. But I guess that liquor kicked in, honey, and she got real comfortable, and she basically ended up having sex with Robin and this girl, whose name Andy doesn't know because Robin didn't introduce them or do nothing. He just kind of led her up to the bed, and that was that. So then we stay with the Carlisle girl because we just Carlisle out this episode. We see Zach and his stroke game, his long stroke, the long stroker. They get done doing whatever they doing, and I mean, Fatima is sitting there talking about something. Every time I think about you and Karen, I just get so mad. I just get so upset. I'm like, okay, Gary Jr., whatever. Because if y'all remember,
Right.
earlier in the season, when Andy and Gary was about to have sex, he said he couldn't do it because every time he thought about Paris and Andy touching each other, he just couldn't have sex with her. So that's why when Fatima said what she said to Zach, that reminded me so much of that. And it's completely ridiculous because Zach had sex with Karen a while ago. So
Was it
why?
okay? Okay, now I can chime in a little bit. Was it? Was it he having sex with Karen in the closet?
In the closet? He jumped in the closet? Oh, God, I can't.
He was
You
fucking
get better than that.
y'all. He was fucking the shit out of Karen in the closet. Closet, closet, closet.
So, and Zach was like, something. And then Fatima like, I get like that because I think I love you, or I think I'm in love with you, or something like that, something along the line. And Zach was like, you think or do you know? I said, girl, she said what she said. She
Hi
said she
there.
thinks. Okay, she said she thinks. Just leave it at that.
Do I eat ice cream?
And she was
Yeah.
like, and he was like, talking
Do I want
about,
it? Yeah.
yeah, I love you
Just
too,
put it in. Just put it in the
or
freezer.
whatever. And
Huh?
I'm a,
I want the Reese's one, but just I want the Reese's one, but just just put it in the freezer. No, the freezer. Oh, okay.
I'm
My
gonna say,
bad.
I'm gonna say this about Fatima real quick because don't get me wrong, as a team, if it's a team of people in the comments, please don't fuck my throat.
Let me tell you. Let me tell. Can I speak on that, man? Can I speak on it? Can I speak? Let me
Go
tell you.
ahead, sis. Go
Let
ahead.
me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, I wanted to shout out my subscribe. My one of my moderator is in the building. Sharon is in the building. She said, "Hi there, Raphael. I want to stop by to show both some support. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it."
Yes, we do, honey.
But back to what I was saying. What was I saying?
You was about to say something.
Oh, these Fatima people. These Fatima people. Cause that's what I'm gonna call y'all. Y'all talking about y'all got y'all money on y'all got y'all money on Fatima and all this type of foolishness. It ain't nothing but foolishness. Because the ones let me I'm not gonna cam up because it's getting dark in my house, but um, but I'm getting me a lamp light. But anyway, um, y'all keep talking about Fatima, but cause me and Jazz, we're in a Facebook group. Actually, yeah, I'm in the Facebook group with Jazz. And these people like my money on Fatima. And the thing that these Fatima fans don't seem to understand is the ones that be all quiet and whatnot be the ones that will knock your ass out. Am I lying, babe?
Nope. You ain't
Am I
lying.
lying? Cause everybody, that's all I kept seeing, and I wanted to comment so bad, but I didn't even say nothing because I don't want to get in that realm. I can't moderate. I can't moderate. A little busy, but thank you for the shout out. Oh, you welcome. I understand you can't moderate. It's okay. It's all right.
But
It's okay.
y'all, let me say this about Fatima. really quickly. Just really quick. It ain't gonna take long. Don't worry about it. Um, Fatima, I'm gonna need you to put your head on because you told Zach that you love him in this episode. Now I'm now
Let me.
before I get upset about this. Hold on, babe. Just give me a second. Fatima, you don't know this man from Adam. You know his Johnson and Johnson, if you will. And I get his stroke game is good, honey. It looked like it. He got 4 kids in real life, so you know his stroke game is excellent. His stroke game is flawless victory like Mortal Kombat. Okay, I understand, but that doesn't constitute love. That constitutes good sex. Cause when y'all not having sex, are y'all going to like each other the same? When y'all are not humping and thumping and being thunder buddies. That's just my thought on that. But I could see how Fatima's ex got in her head because she said to Andy that she had a threesome for a man that she was trying to keep. And he ended up leaving her anyway. And she said that she knew. She said that she knew he wasn't no good. But because the sex was good, she stayed with him. And he ended up leaving her for somebody
Mhm.
else. So like I could see how he did that because you're following the same pattern with that.
Mhm.
Y'all have not had one conversation outside of y'all having sex. Every conversation you guys have on this show is right after y'all done got done 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 done. So it's like I'm gonna need you to have a conversation without having sex with it. Like I'm gonna need y'all to be on the couch or something, girl. Because like I just said, every conversation y'all have is right after y'all done had sex. Y'all be following that bond that making good love all night. Y'all know about that song. Anywho,
Yeah. Yeah.
moving
I'm
on from
I'm
that.
saving my commentary for when Jazz gets done because I
Moving
want to
on
speak.
from moving on from that. Calvin and Sabrina. Sabrina, baby, I love your hair in this episode. Your hair was giving me the best that I got. Honey, it was giving me everything.
Baby.
But your brain is not giving me nothing, honey, because you and Calvin need to pee or get off the pod. Girl, pee or get off the pod. Simple as that. You talking to Maurice about, oh yeah, I researched it and a lot of straight couples like to be pegged and do the da.
Can I speak on that? Can I just speak on that?
Yes, go
Can,
ahead.
can I please speak on it? Cause Sabrina, you're getting on my fucking nerves, and this is why you're. No, let me cam up real quick. Let me cam up real quick. You're getting on my fucking nerves. You're getting on my fucking nerves, Sabrina, because you don't accept him for who he is. So because you don't accept him for who he is, you want to keep. Oh well, you want to do all this damn research. Look, it's as simple as this. Hold on. It's as simple as this. You don't have to do no research. You don't want to be with him. Stop making stop acting like you want to be with this man when you don't. It's that simple. You making this more than what it is because you don't want to be with him. I don't understand what the issue is. But in Tyler Perry, I understand what the issue is. This is Tyler Perry land. And in Tyler Perry land, anything goes.
My thing is this. To piggyback off what my soon to be husband said, and don't worry, we'll get to that soon to be husband part at the end of the video. Um, to piggyback off of it, Sabrina, if you gotta do all this research about pegging and do do and yada yada, if you gotta go through all that, that means you're not comfortable with it, sis. And you're trying to force yourself to be comfortable with something to keep him. And that's not going to work for you because that's not the type of woman you are. You are not into pegging. You are not into tying people up with ropes. You are not into putting vibrators up people's booty holes. You are not into any of this stuff. And guess what? It's okay to not be into it. But you got to be honest with yourself. And you need to find a man that's more your speed. You're forcing yourself to do too much to hold on to Calvin. And you're not going to hold on to Calvin anyway because he's going to realize that you're just forcing yourself and he's going to find somebody that's really into what he's into.
Exactly.
Like you're forcing yourself to be into things that you're not into and that never works, sis. Maurice, stop being messy. Stop being messy. Like,
Please, please, please stop being mad.
like, Maurice, stop being messy. Because if I was Maurice at this point, I would be like, I would go to each one of you and be like, I don't want to hear no more about y'all. Like Calvin, don't tell me no more about Sabrina. Sabrina, don't tell me no more about Calvin. That's what I would do if I was Maurice. Because all y'all are doing is using him as a buffer to say things that y'all can't say to each other for whatever reason. And y'all need to cut out the middleman and just y'all need to not be together. And I forgot to say this about Andy at the beginning of the review. Andy, stop using these fights with Gary as an excuse to go do what you want to do because we see what's going on here. We know and understand what's going on here. You are using the fact that you're fighting with Gary, and you're not even fighting with Gary. You know what you're doing? You're starting with Gary on purpose so you can feel better about going to see Robin. Because without the fights with Gary, then you have no reason to go see Robin. So you're creating problems just so you could justify you doing what you're doing. That's all that is. Gary ain't doing nothing to you. You're doing that on purpose. I've been in relationships where guys have done this to me. They will start a fight on purpose and then they will go cheat with somebody else. And that's the only way to justify that is if you start a fight or start an argument because you rationalize in your head, well, he pissed me off, so that gives me license to do what I'm doing now. But it's toxic at the end of the day. It's toxic, okay? It's not healthy. Anybody that's in a relationship right now, don't be that toxic. Please don't be that toxic.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
because if you can't justify your actions without fighting with him, then you don't need to be doing those actions. Just break up with Gary. And how are you calling him your fiance and you took off your ring 4 episodes ago, aka 4 years ago? Girl, I'm gonna need to see some rings or something, honey, because this ain't making no sense. This,
Exactly. I'm giving Brittany a ring. But we gonna talk about that at the end of this video.
we're gonna get into it if we're gonna get into it at the end of the video. But back to this Sabrina and Calvin thing, like girl, you need to just
You need to
ease
cut
on
your
down,
you
ease
it's
on
oh
down the
it's so
road.
it's and Sabrina, I love you. I love you, boo, but You need to just cut your losses at this point because I'm tired of you talking about, well, da, 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 da. Oh, I don't like, well, do you really do that? And like Sabrina, you don't accept him. You don't accept him. You don't
Because you
accept
have
him.
told
Period.
everybody in your
You don't.
circle, you told everybody in your circle, you don't think you could strap on. You have told Danny, you have told Andy, you have told Karen, I don't think I can do this. So if
Right,
you're telling
right,
people you
right.
don't think you could
So
do it,
you're so what? What? So I'm trying to, and Tyler, Tyler. I'm getting back to you, and I'm gonna be doing this a lot as we review this episode because Tyler needs to stop with the foolishness, like the whole thing with Zach going to the bank and Zach was like, "Hey, tell your friends that I got 14,000." And my sister was like, "You have to verify that shit. You have to verify, honey. You have
we
to
we
verify."
apologize for jumping around, but I'm gonna get to the thing with Zach. First of all, Zach, you are petty as hell because all the banks in Atlanta, out of all the banks in ATL is a big city. It's a big city. I've been there, so I know. Out of all the banks in Atlanta, you gonna go to the bank where your ex friend work at. And not only do she work there, she is the manager at this
Excuse me,
bank.
y'all.
That is petty as hell. That means you want Karen to know your business. You're trying to be spiteful. And if you so in love and love Fatima and all this yada yada, why are you trying to spite Karen? Why? Why are you doing that? Why do you even care about Karen if you so in love with her? But that's just my thought. And then you like, yeah, make sure you tell your girls that
Yeah,
I got 1.4 million dollars in my
talking about
account.
some make sure you tell your girls I got 14,000. Like 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 and Tyler, Tyler, I need you to help me understand something, my man. I need you to help me understand something. Where can you go into a bank and just put 14,000? First of all, they have to verify because let me tell you something, Tyler. I work. I have worked. And each time I went in my bank to deposit my check because they never wanted to, they never gave me direct deposit. So I will always have to go into my bank to either cash my check or put my check in a savings account or put my check in my checking account. I would have to, they would be like, you have to sign the back of the check. That's first. That's rule number one. Rule number two is they have to call the people that gave you the check, which is the employer, and and the people they be like, um, they be like, cause they did this with me, so I know. They be like, does Raphael Hartwick work for this company? Does he get paid up under ADP? And they say yes. I say, "Hey, how you doing? I'm trying to cash my check." They say, "Yeah." Bada bing, bada boom. But it's just not. They don't just let you deposit checks into the bank. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Tyler. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And
Like,
hold up, Zach, hold up. You, first of all, Sabrina should not be doing the transactions
action.
because it's a conflict of interest because she personally know you. Now she don't know you like that, but she know you enough to where she not supposed to be doing this transaction. You're supposed to be meeting with a different teller. You should have requested somebody different because you know damn well Sabrina no Karen. Why are you being messy? Talking about, yeah, tell them I got $1.4 million, and why? You don't need to
Yeah,
be telling nobody that.
what is up with that? And first off, seriously, first off, when I had to cash my checks, they made me go in the teller, and they make you go in the back because you have to get on the phone. They have to verify this check with your employer. Am I correct, man?
Yes, that they
Or am I
do.
for huh?
Because if y'all go back to when he first hit on this stock thing or whatever the hell this thing is, he was meeting in the back room with a different lady. It was not Sabrina. I think her name is Natalie or something like that.
Hmm.
So it's like, girl, why? First of all, Zach, why would you want anybody to know that you have $1.4 million in your account? Why is that anybody's business? Especially
Exactly.
Karen. Especially Karen. Like you doing this to be spiteful because she was with you when you was broke and now you rich and you want to show your behind.
Right.
And that is petty. Like you ain't
Petty,
changed
petty,
that.
petty, petty,
You
petty. Come on.
people just like, oh, Zach has
I'm
changed.
sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I get that from Martin because he was doing because remember on the Martin episode he was like hammer, and he was like, and, oh man, y'all gotta watch Martin. Shout out to Martin. That you're doing this to be petty. You're doing this to be spiteful. I agree with Jasmine. You're doing this to be spiteful. And I
But
hope, and another thing that you forgot to mention, we think that Zach is gonna go to jail because why would you trust this lady, this white lady who gave you a tip on the stock? He about to be on lockdown. But they nobody is talking about this in the group, and that's where I'm having a problem.
listen here. I have people in my family that work in banks. I've been to several banks. I know how the bank works. And Tyler Perry, the bank don't work like that. First of all, the manager, like I said, the manager is not even supposed to be dealing with people she know, especially when it's that large of amount of money. They have to recuse themselves like the lawyers do. They can't defend somebody that they personally know. That's a conflict of interest.
Correct.
You can't do that. And you don't even know if this money's legit. You don't know if it's hot. You don't know what it is, and you just putting this in his account. You could be committing wire fraud and you don't even know. You finna lose your job anyway because like I said, you don't know if the money is hot, you don't know if it's stolen, you don't know what it is, because that lady could have been crooked, anything. He don't know. He just know he got money in his account. He has no idea how I got there. And Zach ain't rich. Zach ain't worked a day for this $1.4 million. His work ethic is still the same because he didn't work for this money. He got this money handed to him basically. So this is for all the Fatima people. That we talking about, oh, Zach is so different since he met Fatima. He got a woman that's
No,
making him
uh,
different. And see, that's why Karen want him because he different and all this. No, Karen want him because she don't want Fatima to be with him. That's all that's about.
about that. I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say that. That's all this is about. That's all this is. Come on now, man. Hey, I gotta give you a five on that one. If we
Because
gonna do some video, we're gonna do
if
some
that
videos with, but I
if
gotta give you a
Fatima
five on
ain't,
that one.
if Fatima didn't want Zach, Karen would not be all interested in him. She is
Exactly.
interested in him because she sees somebody else is investing in Zach. And Zach have not changed. Zach just got a little bit of change if you understand the metaphor. Zach is still the same nigga he was when he didn't have no money. He's still the same immature little boy he was when he didn't have no money. The money doesn't change your personality, it changes your finances. Those are two different things. Money ain't
Thank
got nothing to
you.
do with who you are. If you was ignorant and disrespectful broke, you're gonna be ignorant and disrespectful with money. And that's what Zach
Exactly.
is. Like Zach talks to these women any kind of way, all sideways. If Zach was dealing with some hood females, he'd have been got hit in the head. Because you can't talk to women like this. Tyler Perry, why you make these men just as toxic on this show
As the
as these
well,
women? Like you're trying to match.
like seriously, I gotta give you another five. Bam. Um, what? But yeah, yes, Tyler, yes. Why do you make the man so toxic, and why are you making Marie? And why did you make Marie so fucking messy? Make him get a man. That's what we want to see. Everybody has said it. We're saying it. Bondi Blue has said it. I don't know who else reviews this show, but I watch Bondi Blue. Shout out to Bondi Blue.
Hey
Go over
girl,
and tell her. Go over there and tell her I sent you. She gonna treat you good. Tell her that Ralph sent you. Tell her that no,
but
but seriously,
I'm saying, Tyler, you playing into the stereotype that all gay men are messy queens, and that's why you made Maurice like that. And all gay men don't do what Maurice do. And people like it's just a TV show. Look, we can only talk about what we see, okay? We know this ain't
exactly.
real life. We understand that we
Cause let me I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I had a gay style. I had a gay style, and he wasn't messy at all. He was just cool. But where the problem came in at was he had a jealous boyfriend. His boyfriend would drop him off at my house because he would have to come over my house to start his job. But his boyfriend was so jealous to the point where he started playing on my phone. And I told my staff, I'm like, tell your boyfriend to stop playing on my motherfucking phone. And it became a problem because he was saying that he was not gay, and I'm like, dude, just be honest. And he finally was honest with me. I'm like, I'm not gonna judge you. I've been judged my whole entire life. But anyway, back to this show. Tyler, you make it everybody. I said all that to say everybody don't. All gay people don't act like Maurice.
not all
Some,
of them.
not all of them. Some of them do, but some of them don't. You're playing into the stereotype. But go ahead.
And this thing with listen, for somebody who's been involved in the love triangle or whatever you want to call it, this whole thing is stupid. This whole storyline is stupid. Like this whole you had Karen so strong last season, and oh, she was one of them women that ain't gonna take no mess and yada yada yada. And now this season, you got her crying in the car over a guy that has said, whether he meant to say it or not, he said he don't want to be with Karen. Like, why do you love to make women desperate, Tyler Perry? Do you not like us? Do you not like us? Because everybody on this show is desperate for a man. Andy out here doing threesome she ain't never did before for a man. Danny out here pushing guys away and then pulling them back closer. Sabrina don't know if she want to strap on or get off the ride. Like, why are you making women jump through hoops for these men that are toxic? First of all, no woman is gonna hold a man down the way Karen did that. Nobody's gonna let you live with them and not pay no bills, not do this, not do that, not contribute to the household in any way, shape, or form, just because you've been to prison. No woman is gonna put up with that. Women don't put up with that in real life. Like, girl, ain't no way that a woman is gonna allow a man to live with her and not contribute to the household whatsoever. Just I just live here because she's my girlfriend. Yada yada. Like, huh? And he doing the same thing with Fatima. He don't give Fatima $1, a dime, nothing. And he has money. And Fatima, why you moving this man into your place when you don't know him? What you doing? Like, are you okay, sis? You need a hug, sis? Like, you barely know this man, and you got him living with you. And CB Land, y'all only been together for 3 weeks. I wish I would. I wish I might move in with a man that I've only known for 3 weeks. Child, I'm gonna need you to get some smart. Okay, because this stuff is starting to look real desperate housewives, okay? Girl, get over yourself. And Robin, this thing with Andy and Robin is a trap. It's a trap, Cleta. It's a setup because he's her boss. And you don't know who that woman you had sex with. You don't
You
know
don't
who
know
she
who she
got
got
ties
ties
to.
to.
You don't know
You don't
who
know
she
who she
know.
know.
You
Exactly.
you just
You
out
just
here
out
just
here just
loose as a
looping
goose
the goose
girl,
girl.
and I just cannot. But that was oh wait. I want to get to the scene in the break room with Fatima and Amy. Now, according to Bay over here, I've been compared to Fatima a lot and all that kind of thing. While I appreciate the comparison, some of that stuff Fatima do, I could never triangle. But this scene with Fatima and Andy in the break room, and I don't know why he got his mic on mute, maybe he got a pee or whatever the case. But this scene with Fatima and Andy in the break room got on all of my nervous systems, okay? Because Andy, girl, you told Karen you didn't want to be in the middle of this thing with Zach and Fatima. But yet you're giving Fatima advice about, well, if you really care about Zach, you should pursue the relationship with him and yada 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 yada. Like, Andy, you just said you didn't want to be involved, so how are you giving advice on something that you didn't want to be involved in? Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, I'm just saying. And like, Fatima, I know you didn't know Karen was gonna walk in or whatever. I know you didn't know she was there, but you wanted Karen to overhear y'all. You wanted that. You wanted that. You wanted Karen to know what it really was with that. And it's not that Karen didn't know that Zach is dating Fatima. The problem is Karen can't accept the fact that Zach is dating Fatima. It's not that she doesn't know. She knew a long time ago. But the thing is, she's having trouble accepting
Right.
Zach is dating Fatima. And people like, well, Karen didn't know that they was together. Oh, trust me, honey. Uh, okay, can you bring me something to drink? Anyway, it's not that Karen didn't know Zach was dating Fatima. Uh, but you
But
just, but the problem is Karen can't accept the fact that Zach done moved on with somebody else. That's the difference. She knows, she just can't accept it. And some women
exactly.
are like that. And nobody's going to force her to accept it. Now,
Right.
Zach, now Fatima, not nobody. She
Exactly.
has to come to grips with that on her own. Can't nobody make
Exactly.
her come to grips with that.
Exactly.
And then next week, Karen and Fatima are gonna get into it about that. Girl, listen, Hannah. Fatima, I'm not doing this over a man I've only been with for 3 weeks. I'm not doing all of this. Like you doing the
But
most.
but this is Tyler Perry land, okay? We're in Tyler Perry land.
Baby, love muffin. I understand.
We're
But Fatima, you digmatized, okay?
Yup, that's
And it's
exactly what it
okay
is.
for
Hey,
for you
second
to
viewers,
say,
like the video, like the video, like the video. She is digmatized.
she
That is
got you
exact.
spinning round and round.
You awesome. You awesome, Erica Badu. I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
But that was pretty
I
much
guess I'll
the
see you next
episode, y'all.
lifetime. That's what you want. And you keep going on and on and on and on. So how do you do like a Rolling Stone? I'm wondering out of wonder. Man,
Oh my
my
god.
okay.
Oh my god. See, y'all, this is what I gotta go through. Sidebar. Love this man, but this is what I gotta go through.
And y'all, I'm in a little bit of pain. So this is how I get through. I sing to get through my pain.
Yeah, 'cause he loves music. Just
Yes.
like I do. That's why he's marrying his twin. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, about that. So yesterday, guys, I know we wasn't on here
You
yesterday because we're never on here on a Thursday, sis. But yesterday there was some news that broke with us, and we wanted to share with you guys. So we
you
said
want
if it ever got to this point, and child, considering the roller coaster we've been on for the last 6 years, we didn't think it was gonna get to this point. But we started at the bottom, now we here. Anyway,
started at the bottom of the year. Started from the bottom of the whole team fucking year. Started from the bottom now we here.
I was just sitting
Started
here
from the
waiting.
bottom now.
I'm not gonna yell. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just gonna sit here like that.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Thumbs up the video. Like the video. Okay, for this content. But go ahead.
Like away. Anyway, before I got interrupted by vague concert over there, we are we're gonna we're gonna be getting we're gonna be getting married, y'all. We finna lock it on up.
Well, we're
We
not getting married soon.
It's not gonna
We're
be
getting
soon,
we we're we're
but
we're not getting married. We're getting engaged
very very soon.
very
Well,
very
not too
soon.
soon. But yeah, we gonna do this whole engagement thing. Trust me, y'all. We're not going to actually legalize this for some time, but we gonna take the next step. We definitely gonna take the next step because we're both older. Now, I've always been older because I was born way before him. But as he's gotten older and I've gotten older, we realized that hey, we really ain't got time for nothing else. You know, we getting old, and that's not always a reason to lock in with somebody. Let me clarify that real quick. That's not always a reason to lock in with somebody just because you're getting older, yada yada. That's not always a reason. But this is not no Zach and Fatima stuff. This is not like, oh, I love her, she loved me. Let's love each other together. No, like
Absolutely not.
we really really love each other. Like locked in like this.
Like this,
Like
dear.
we locked in. Like we our love is we don't just love each other like it's deep. Like we like that's my best friend. Now I do have a male best friend, y'all. But I'm with my best friend too because I could tell this man anything. I could tell him the sky is black and he'd be like, babe, why you think the sky is black? I'm like, girl, I don't know. Anyway, but that's beside the point. We're not rushing into the actual marriage part. But we definitely gonna take that. We definitely gonna take one more step toward that. That's what's going on. We've been getting a lot of congratulations and all that. And listen,
Yeah, but there's one thing that I gotta tell you. I haven't told like any of my family members.
I mean, and I know why
I
because
just I haven't.
his family is toxic.
Do you think so? Let me ask you a question. How you think I should do it with my family? Do you
Well,
think I
wait,
do you
wait, wait,
think
wait, 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 wait. Hold on. Do what they do. Do what they do to you. Just wait till you do everything and post it on Facebook. That's what they do.
because I don't want to get the phone call. Oh, why you didn't tell us? We
I
your
did tell you.
family.
You see the picture? I did tell you. That's me telling you right there. See? Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? See, that's me telling you right there. See, look at the picture. Look at her right there. Look at that. No, I don't have to tell you word of mouth because y'all don't tell me nothing. Everything I find out is through Instagram and Facebook. And if I didn't have those two things, I wouldn't know nothing. I wouldn't even know how old my nephew is because y'all don't call me. So it is what it is. Just give me the same energy I give you. Y'all have whole parties and all this kind of stuff, and I don't find out till it's over. But anyway,
Yeah, my family they do me both. But when I do, but like let's say I don't call them for a while. Like my sister called me last month. I called her this month because she gotta understand that if you don't call me, I'm not calling you. If you call me, I'm gonna call you. It got to be a two-way street.
like
Like babe been telling me, it has to be a two-way street.
Yeah, we had a
We got a
knockdown, drag
knockdown,
out
drag out
slugfest
slugfest
about that a
about
few
that a
months
few
back.
months back.
We're gonna
We
do a
gonna do a
story time
story
on
time
that because
on
that
that
was a
because
real
that was a real
interesting
interesting
conversation.
conversation.
But we ain't
But
gonna
we
talk
ain't
about
gonna
it
talk
in
about
this
it in this
video
video
because this
because this
video
video
is about
is
this
about this
show.
show.
But
But
Yeah.
we gonna do
we
a
gonna do a
video
video
about
about
that
that
particular
particular
conversation because
conversation because
I found
I
his
found his
reasoning very
reasoning very
interesting. But
interesting. But
anyway,
anyway,
yeah,
yeah,
man, like
man, like
he
he's
he that
he
one
that one
man.
man.
It's,
It's
it's
about that
about that
about that
time.
time.
We've
And
been
And
y'all,
together.
y'all,
We've been together for 6 years.
yeah, we've
yeah,
been
we've
dating
been
six
there
years and
6 years and
counting
counting
since
since
our
our
anniversary is in
anniversary in
October,
October,
which will
which will
be
be
year
year
7. Yikes,
7. Yikes,
time
time
flies
flies
around this
around
damn.
this damn.
I met
I
this
Oof.
met this
man
man
7 years
7 years
ago,
ago.
almost.
Almost.
Wow. So we getting engaged in on 6 years. It'll be 7 next year. You
Next
right.
next
Next
October,
October.
You
October
are ab-
October
2022 will
2022
be
will
our
be our
7th year as a
year as a
couple
couple
together.
together.
Yikes.
Yikes.
we gotta do something. We gotta go out to dinner. I gotta
Yeah,
take
we
you
Yeah,
gotta
we
do
somewhere.
gotta do
something
something
for
for
that
that
because
because
this
this
past
past
year
year
we had
we
like
had
a
like a
pre-anniversary
pre-anniversary
celebration. I
celebration.
was
I
at
was
their
at their
house.
house.
He made
He
me
made me
food and all
food
that.
and all
I
that.
actually
I
went
actually
to his
went to his
house
house
hungry on
hungry on
purpose
purpose
because I'm
because
like,
I'm like,
he gonna
he
make
And
gonna make
food, so I'm
food,
not
so I'm
gonna
not
eat.
finna eat.
So I
So
went over
I
there
went
the
over
day
there the
before.
day
We had a
before. We had
great
a
time.
great
We had a
time.
blast.
We
We're
had a
gonna
blast.
do
We're
a
gonna do
story
a
time
story time
on that
on
visit
that
too,
visit
because
too, because
that was
that was
child.
child.
yeah,
Because we
Because
was
we
talking
but
was
about the
talking about the
man
man
in his
in his
neighborhood that
neighborhood
always
that
be
always
walking
be
the
walking the
sidewalk. Child, it's
sidewalk.
a
Child, it's
thing.
a thing.
But we gonna
ooh,
get
We
into
gonna
that.
get into
we
that.
we gotta do. Do you want to come back on here and just end this and come back on here so we can do a story time about?
Yes, we
Yes,
can do
we can
that
do
because
that
we
because
gonna
we
end this
gonna end
abuse
this
because we
abuse because
already
we
said
already said
too much
too much
personal stuff in
personal
this
stuff in
abuse.
this abuse.
But that was
But
the
that was the
episode, y'all.
episode,
We will
y'all.
be
We will be
back
back
on
on
December the
December the
10th
10th
for
for
next week
next week
episode when
episode when
Karen and
Karen and
Fatima and
Fatima
all
and
that
all
and
that and
girl. We'll be back
we'll be
next
back
week,
next
but
week.
we
But
finna
we
We
come
finna
right
come
back
right back
because
because
we finna
we
do some
finna do some
story
story
time.
time
Since we
since we
here,
here.
since we gonna
Since we
get
gonna
into
get
it,
into it,
we just gonna
we
let's
get
just
get
gonna
into
get
it.
into
into it.
let's get into it. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to end this live, and then I'm gonna be right back.
We'll be
We'll be
right back
right back
after
after
these
these
messages.
messages.